What is an annexure? And why do I need to include one if I use AI? In the same way that we do not want to be guilty of plagiarism or breaching copyright-protected works, we also need to be mindful and acknowledge AI usage in our work. This ensures that we use AI in an ethical way, without leaning on it too much, thereby minimizing the risk of being flagged for a disciplinary offense. Please use the following example as a guide on how to structure an annexure for generative AI. Remember to include all of the information under the subheadings. Most importantly, you are required to provide an active and shareable link of the generative AI chat. The Guidelines for Responsible AI Use at the IIE outlines the value of AI in higher education. When typing prompts into a chat, it is important to save a copy of the entire conversation. In this way, you are protecting yourself against unethical AI usage because you will need to share the chat link in your annexure as proof. Thus, we encourage the use of AI to complement, not replace, human insight and creativity. Here is an annexure example to follow when grammar tools have been used in your assessment. Please edit the responses so that they reflect your actions as accurately as possible. There are many AI tools out there that provide options for editing your work. Even ChatGPT might offer to do your referencing for you. But beware, it also makes mistakes. Please use them wisely, and always remember to acknowledge their usage in the annexure. While it is fine to ask Grammarly to check your spelling and grammar, it is not okay to ask it to rewrite your paragraphs or do summaries for you. Try not to rely too much on AI tools, because your own creative voice will become lost in the process. Follow these tips for best results. All AI tools need to be acknowledged, including grammar tools. Place the annexure after the reference list at the end of your work. And finally, each AI tool must have its own annexure, for example by having 3 AI tools and 3 different annexures. What happens if I forget to acknowledge that I have used AI? First of all, your script will be flagged for investigation. You may then receive an email from the Intellectual Integrity Officer detailing the nature of the offense. The information specialist will reach out to provide support, and afterwards, you may be required to make the necessary changes to your script and resubmit. Kindly raise a support query or request an appointment if you have any questions for the online library team. Thank you for listening to this presentation.